beautiful, beautiful day. Every day is a good day, right? Whether it's snowing, or raining, thundering, or lightning outside, every day is beautiful. If you're truly a divine being, you would understand that. And now wake up like my family, like it would just be like, first thing in the morning, it'll be like, yeah, like, girl, calm down. Like, it's the morning. Look outside. Look how beautiful it is. Look at the birds. Look at the trees. But that's what these narcissistic people don't understand, and they'll never understand that. You know what's something I really cannot stand? The people that also wake up and that feel so entitled to everything this world has to offer. They feel so entitled. And they walk this earth like they own it. They take the trees for granted. They take the birds for granted. They take the air. They take the water, the rain for granted. And then they always have like a mad face on. Like, girl, what are you mad at? Especially early in the morning. Like, God doesn't owe you anything. Especially with that attitude, you know? And then those are the same people that judge. Those are the same people that talk shit. Those are the same people that just gossip and commit crimes. Like my family. Girl. But I've learned that you can't. You know, even when I lived with my family, I would wake up each day and I would just, you know, shine my light. I'd be like, what are you guys mad about? Like, be happy. You guys have a home. But now I understand why. Let's actually light my candle. I love how cool this looks, man. Let's light up the candle that has been causing a lot of trouble in town. Confirmation. But no, it should be good, right? Because, okay, so remember how this candle kind of cut, like had a crack, and then it just cut open from that crack? Well, we finished, confirmation, we finished burning the crack yesterday, and that's when it burned my shirt. That's when it set my shirt on fire. The energy was intense, to be honest. Intense. But nothing that I can't handle. I handle intense and made out of fire. Ooh. Come on. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you, Galactic Federation. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, God. Attention. Reyypapi's here. These are my seashells, guys. Seashells. I sell seashells by the seashore. And these are my vulture feathers. Confirmation. Gifted to me by the one and only God. Ooh, did you guys see that? Confirmation. Thank you. Let's yeah, there's a lot, I'm sure, needs to come out, right? And we will. We'll get it out. That's crazy. But not that crazy, right? When we understand the connection I also have with the fire, how it speaks to me. Oh, you guys see that? I didn't even touch it. But we're gonna burn it. We're gonna burn it nice and slow. It's okay. Some things just take a little bit more patience, right? But as long as we light that bitch on, the candle on fire. That's what I meant to say. But that's crazy, right? Crazy how energy just speaks. But talking about energy, let's see, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get it out, right? Even if they don't want to. Even if they don't want me to speak up. Why wouldn't you want someone to speak up? Because you know that person is right. And you know you're wrong, right? Why else wouldn't you want someone to speak? Like, that's the only reason why people would want to block someone, right? Because they're afraid of what they're going to say. In my case, the truth. The truth to all this injustice done against me, done against an innocent person. And I'm not saying innocent person like, oh, victimizing myself. No, because I am no one's victim, right? The reason why I'm no one's victim was because I was able to understand what was going on and plan accordingly and take the correct actions thanks to my guidance, so I wouldn't fall victim for this whole organized crime. Confirmation. But, like I said, we're gonna burn that shit. Spirit, what is the energy? What do we need to see? What do we need to know? What? Just get it out. Get everything you need to get out of this candle. Oh. It says wise counselor. Belonging, learning, right? You're learning about something new. You're learning about something that you didn't even know existed. But that something is still connected to God. It's still part of your traditions. It's still part of your beliefs. And your beliefs and traditions are not passed down thoughts and beliefs that your family passed down to you, and then you just took them in as the truth. No, right? These are beliefs, traditions that still, till this day, you hold, most precious to you. So whatever it is that you're learning about, it's something that's rooted in you. And look, maybe you're learning 10 of water, 10 of cups. Maybe you're learning about what it is to have a loving family. Right? Maybe you're learning about what it is to have people around you that actually care about you and that actually show you love, not just tell you. Because people can say a lot of things and not mean any of it. But maybe, based on your past, based on confirmation, based on whatever it is that you went through, that's why you were able to really, let's wait for the helicopter to speak over it. The reason you understand what a true family is, the reason you understand what true love is, whether it's friendship, relationship, the reason you understand what true happiness and what true peace is, because you didn't have that before. Maybe you were surrounded by people that were showing you fake love, that were making you believe that they were the confirmation, that they were there for you when they really weren't. That is manipulation. That is something that is so easy to just ignore. But, and I'm not saying, like, I literally did not feel that for my own mother, for my own family, until I started plugging everything together. It's like, why isn't they are never excited for me? Why is it that, and not that I need anyone to be excited for what I do, or for, no, I don't need any confirmation. I don't ask people when I do things, no, I don't ask that, because I don't need that. But it would be nice to have friends, right? That's what I thought before. It would be nice to be surrounded by friends, like not even a lot of friends, 1 or 2, because I'm not a 100 people person. No. Confirmation. It would be nice to be surrounded by genuine people who I don't even have to say anything. Like, they see something that I do and like they want to ask me about it, like they want to learn more about it, because that's what I do. Like, if I see someone else doing something that I like, I'm like, oh, like, that's so cool, like, tell me about it more, right? And it's genuine, it's authentic. But I would see myself telling my mom things that I'm excited for, and she'll be like, oh yeah, I'm so happy for you. And that's fake as fuck. People can literally put a smile in their face and lie, which is why we have to understand what the subconscious is. And that is how people lie, because confirmation. What's in their subconscious, what they're really thinking, they're not saying it. So before those subconscious thoughts are released out into words, into spells, they change it up, and let out a lie. But see how I get off track? You've now you understand what a real family is. A family that's founded, right? The foundation of it, it's real, authentic love. It doesn't matter whether it's blood. No, blood doesn't mean anything. Look at my whole family planning my murder, making me out to be a prostitute and a drug addict. Blood is nothing. Let me ignite this fire with my hand. Blood is nothing. Confirmation. Thank you. You can literally meet someone in a day, and you could feel like you know that person for your whole life. See how my candle's burning? So you've learned about what it is to have a happy, loving family. Maybe you didn't grow up around true love. And maybe you don't understand what it was when people were showing you that love, that kindness. Maybe you thought it was fake. Maybe you thought, but no. Especially for me, like, I cannot be fake about anything. Especially my love. But that's good, right? That you're able to understand that you can still be yourself. You can still bring in your traditions and your beliefs into this new happy family. And it could be, this is a family right here, right? But maybe your family is just like 2 or 3 of your friends as roommates. Your family could be even just you and your dog. And where there is real love, like with you and your dog, that's a family. A home without love, it's not a home. No matter how big is it, no matter where you're at, why would you want to be there if it feels like death? What do we gotta know about this energy spirit? What else we gotta see? Thank you, Mother Nature. Sounds so beautiful. Yeah. Look. It's like you had a vision, right? Of how you wanted your life to look like. The kind of people that you wanted to have around. And maybe you had a lot of obstacles working towards this. Because, come on, quality over quantity, right? Like you just don't want to have anyone around you. No. Confirmation. You want to have quality friends, quality relationships, even if it's one, because that's worth more than anything in life. And you keeping that vision, right, and not just settling for anything, but still understanding how important your emotions are. Because without your emotions, how are you going to feel? And you need to feel. Because if you don't feel, those feelings will just like pile up in your emotional body. And when they pile up so much, they'll go to your mental body and start causing actual physical effects, diseases, sicknesses, depression, anxiety. Hatred and jealousy causes cancer. Because girl, why do you have so much anger in you? Like, why? For what reason? Take it out. Burn it. And that allowed you to open up your heart. That allowed you to not only open up your heart, right? But come on, with the Fool here, it allowed you to start something new. Maybe it allowed you to start to create a new family. Come on, look at the Fool. Like I always say, people always judge the Fool like, oh, he's dumb, he doesn't know what he's doing, he doesn't know where he's going. Because really, look, the Fool is like at the end of a cliff. So he could just fall down. But the Fool knows that God is going to catch him. So he's not worried about where he's going, because he's going to be okay. He's not worried about what all these people are saying, because these people are still stuck in the same place. And you having faith in this full energy, having faith in what's about to come, and still holding up that vision with your heart open, allowed you to jump into this new beginning, right? Where you're going to be surrounded by true, genuine, authentic people that actually care about you. And not only that care about you, but that show you that they care and that they love you. Maybe something that you weren't used to before. And that is okay. So this whole little journey, right? You going into this full energy, regardless of how many people say, oh no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go with that person. You shouldn't be friends with this person. You shouldn't speak to this person. That you had to use the strength that God gave you, because that is a lot of obstacles, like people telling you no, don't do this, especially if they're your family members. They'll keep you confused. They'll keep like, what the fuck, why don't you want me to be happy? Why don't you want me to be connected to people that are happy, that make me happy, that make me feel loved, that allow me to be myself? And that shows a lot of not only strength, but growth, because you're not just letting anyone use your free will, right? You're using your free will. And that's so easy for people to also ignore. Like, someone comes to you, they start talking shit about this person. Oh, yo, don't speak to this person. This person is this person is that. What would you do if you see that person on the street by themselves? Would you speak to them? Probably not, right? But if you're someone like me that makes decisions by themselves, that just doesn't let anyone take their free will away, if I need to speak to that person for something, I will speak to that person. And I will make my own judgment about that person. And that's how everyone should be. What else do we gotta know, Spirit? What else do we need to see? What else do we gotta know? Such a beautiful morning. I'm sure you guys hear all these beautiful animals. Thank you. the people that don't want you to speak to someone, the people that didn't want you to be happy, the people that were trying to keep you stuck based on lies and manipulations, right? Now they're the ones with the bad reputation. Why? Because they were trying to damage my reputation. They were trying to say everything in the freaking dictionary about me. That's not true. Smearing my name, calling me all types of things, saying I didn't create this, I didn't create that. Girl, I've created everything. My music, my art, my spirituality. So why were you really lying about me? Why were you really lying about someone else? Why were these people lying about someone else that you see actually is kind and loving and nothing like what these people portrayed? These people are really clout hungry, right? These are the same people that just jump on any bandwagon, right? Because, oh, yo, this person is like cool or like whatever, like the new person. So if he or she doesn't like them, then oh my God, we're not gonna like them. These people are, that's what you call flying monkeys, because they don't have a brain of their own. And monkey see, monkey do. They just don't make, like what I just said, they don't make their own judgment on things. And those are the same people that get bribed. Confirmation. And those are the same people that when you confront them about it, they act so stupid and dumb. Like, huh? I don't know what you're talking. I didn't talk shit about. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Just to try and fit in. Just to try and seem cool. Girl fight. So you learning about this new thing that you figured out in your life, where a place, a relationship, city, state where you will be happy, whatever environment, has caused a lot of fights, a lot of girl fights. And you know, girl fights are just nasty. They pull on hair, they bite, they scratch. Girl, they spit. And I'm not saying anything, but you know, that's the thing about girl fights. Always competing for no reason. And what shocks me is the people that compete with others when the other person is not even competing with them. Who are you trying to compete with? Especially, you can't compete with someone who is on their path. You can't compete with someone who has natural and organic spiritual gifts. Not only spiritual gifts, but physical gifts, like talents and skills. And especially if that person doesn't even know that you're competing, that you're trying to compete. Like I've said before, guys, I don't compete. I don't have the time nor the energy, and even if I did, I wouldn't spend it on competing with anyone. Not for a man, not for a career, not for nothing. Like, I've gone through so much shit in my life for me to be focused about competition. Girl, no. And that's why they're all getting ignored. Because all the bullshit, all the nasty ass shit that was coming out of their mouth about me, about what I do, is all seen as a lie. And it's all exposed. With no facts, right? Getting fake ass screenshots and editing them, photoshopping them, AIing them, trying to make it look like me, posting it on fake ass social media profile pages, making that page look like I made it, making shit up, lying, with no facts. Because you asked them, okay, what spiritual knowledge do you have? Teach me a few things, and I'll promise you they won't. No. Confirmation. These people go around saying like, oh my, I'm so spiritual. If you guys know me, I don't walk around with my spirituality on my yo, I am a chosen, I'm this. No, I am me. And those are the difference. That's the difference between regular people that are actually on their divine purpose, doing whatever it is that you're meant to do here on planet Earth versus someone who's just clout hungry and just wants attention from creating all of this chaos and drama and fights. Those are the same people that hold you back from your happiness. Those are the same people that make you believe that they love you, confirmation, and that they care about you. Why? Because when you walk away, they need you. They can't take care of themselves. They can't pay for their own bills. They don't have the emotional strength to be alone. Because if they are alone, then they would have to really deal with themselves. And no one wants to deal with that. That is why you had to walk away, right? And you walked away because you were being guided. And guided into an environment around people that will show you that they care about you. That will show you that they love you. And maybe you walked away from friends or family members that you knew, well, almost your whole life. But that's how you know that blood doesn't make anyone family. Your emotions, your feelings, your soul does. And we have a lot of people in this earth that may not look like family, but we are. And we're here literally for the same purpose. And whatever it is that we do. And that same purpose is the same. To help others. Really. Those are divine beings. And don't get it twisted, guys. Divine beings don't be doing witchcraft. Divine beings are not narcissists. Sometimes divine beings are literally in front of you and you won't even realize it because the thoughts and the shit talking that these narcissistic people do will distort what's in front of you. That is why you got away from that, right? That is amazing. That is beautiful. Let's get one of these. Whatever it was that you walked away from, you know that was the right thing to do because you already feel, it's like you already feel the love wherever you're at right now. You feel a sense of belonging. And when you feel like you belong somewhere, that allows you to be yourself. That is why these people want you to stay with them, because if you stay with them, you won't be able to fully be yourself, whatever that is. And when you're not fully yourself, they're siphoning energy from you, making you feel like you don't belong, messing with your sacral chakra. Like your sacral chakra literally makes you feel like you belong. And when you don't feel like you belong, you lose that sense of stability, and then you won't focus on the things that you need to focus on, allowing those people to siphon your energy, to siphon your creativity, to siphon your happiness. And that is why we have to, be smart about cutting out people, places, and things from our lives that no longer serve us, so we could walk into happiness, so we could walk into love. That is amazing that you did that, because a lot of people don't do that, and a lot of people stay in the same karmic cycles. Sometimes their whole life, and that is why you see a lot of older people, older generation, be like, fuck, I wish I did this when I was young, I wish I did this, that. What else we gotta see, Spirit? What else you gotta know? So it's patience. Well, look, this card right here is patience, because you're creating quality over quantity. So it doesn't matter how long it's taking you to get to this destination, or to complete this goal, or to complete this task. You don't mind, because you know you're gonna get there, and you know that your work is top notch. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this moment. Have patience. It will eventually work out. There's always a reason to, even if you don't see it, like I said. And you only don't have patience when you're not connected. You only don't have patience, when you're not connected, because if you are connected, you would understand what it is that is going on around you, taking out that feeling of impatience, of being impatient. Clearing out any thoughts of worry or doubt, because you have faith with your connection that everything's working out. And maybe you had to have a lot of patience, Miracles. Come on, this is what I say. You never know what can happen in a day. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life. Maybe you're in a place where you feel love. And that is a miracle, because maybe you thought you never were going to be able to feel that again. In whatever way, not just romantically, right? Friendship as well, business-wise as well. So you're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Confirmation. And remember, to receive miracles, you have to be vibrating the same frequency as miracles. And the people we have around, the friends we have around, can really dictate whether or not we receive those miracles. Imagine if you're still surrounded with these people. Their frequencies are so low. They're vibrating at such a low frequency. Their energy is dense and thick. If you're around these people, energetically, you will not be able to raise your frequencies, to raise your vibrations. Not allowing you to meet the frequency of the miracles for good things to happen to you. That's why when you're around these people, all this bad shit starts happening to you. And you may even take that as yours, like, oh my gosh, why is this always happening? No, it's the people. But you should be able to see the effects of what it is to not be around that nasty, dense, thick energy. Because when you walked into this loving environment with loving friends, with loving people that you can actually consider to be family now you feel all that baggage out, right? You feel your vibrations racing. You feel your energy levels racing. And that is you racing your frequency. And the more you do that, the more you vibrate higher. And when you reach that level of whatever, miracles have different frequencies. So whatever it is that you were trying to manifest, that will eventually align with the frequency that you're on. And boom, the miracle is there, materialized. I know it sounds like magic, but it is. We live in a magical world. Come on. But yeah, guys, congrats on choosing love. Congrats on choosing people that care and love you. And congrats on breaking whatever generational curse you had in you, making you believe that it is okay for people to take you for granted or misuse your energy or mistreat you as a person, regardless whether they're family or friends. It's always good. It's always good to just clear off all the snakes out of your life. Thank you guys. See you guys next time.